out there thinks soy is bad for you? Go ahead, raise your hand. If you're one of those people that thinks soy is something you should avoid, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm going to show you how to cook soybeans, whole soybeans, and then I'm going to show you a recipe on how you can use them. So if you want to learn more about soy and find out that it really is good for you, stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, welcome. I am a plant-based RN and I follow the STARCH solution. The STARCH solution is a program that was developed by Dr. John McDougall. It's a starch-centered diet where you can eat potatoes, rice, oats, lots of fruits and veggies. You don't feel hungry, you don't have to count calories. It's whole food, plant-based, no oil way of eating. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food, plant-based recipes. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. For more plant-based content, you can follow me on Instagram at Chew on Vegan. And if you're new to this way of eating, or maybe you just feel like you need some more support, I started a Facebook group. And there you're going to find like-minded people, recipes, inspiration, and support. And if you're still not convinced that a plant-based diet is right for you, I created a quick little e-guide that will tell you the benefits of a plant-based diet. And if that's not enough and you want even more content, I started a newsletter which comes out every other month. And in my newsletter, I discuss different topics. Some are from a nursing perspective. You'll find some tips, some tricks, and some recipes. I will leave a link to all these resources in the description box below. And be sure to check out the other links in the description box. I've got links down there for my favorite kitchen gadgets, products, so be sure to check those out. So as I said in the intro, we're going to talk a little bit about soybeans. And here I've got some soybeans. These are the whole soybeans. Now you can make soy milk out of these, and there's many things you can do with soybeans. And a few years ago, soy got a really bad rap, saying that it was increasing breast cancer in women, that it was messing with your hormones, and that basically you should avoid it. Well, there's new research out, it's not that new, it's been out for a few years, that soybeans are actually really good for you. It's really the opposite. It's showing that eating soybeans in the whole state can actually help increase survival rate of cancer survivors. Dr. Neil Barnard wrote a book called Your Body in Balance, and he does a whole section on soy, explaining how if women eat a half a cup of whole soybeans every day, it can help reduce the symptoms of menopause. It's also a good source of protein and a good source of fiber. So today I'm going to show you how to cook these soybeans, and we're going to do them in the Instant Pot, and then I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can use them once they're cooked. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to wash your soybeans, and you're going to want to soak them overnight. Now this started out as a cup and a half, and we are at almost 4 cups, so it makes a lot. So we're going to discard this water, I'm going to rinse them again, and then I'm going to show you how we cook them in the Instant Pot. So I have the inside of my pressure cooker here. You're just going to add the rinsed soybeans to your pot. We're going to add water. I added about 6 cups of water because you want it at least an inch above the soybeans. Then I'm going to add a heaping teaspoon of salt to season them up a bit. So you want to put the lid on. Make sure it is on sealing, and then we're going to put this on manual for 30 minutes. It's going to take 10-15 minutes to get to pressure, then 30 minutes to cook, and then I like to let them release naturally, or at least for about 10 minutes before I release it. So these cooked for 30 minutes, and then I just let them do a natural release for about 20 minutes, and then I just release the rest of the pressure. And you're going to want to rinse these. You want to get rid of all that foamy stuff. So I'm going to take these over to the sink, give them a good rinse, and then I'm going to show you one great way to use these, and I'll tell you about a couple other ways. So one of my favorite ways to use these is to make them a little crispy. So I like to take about a cup and a half, put them on a clean dish towel, and I just want to pat them dry. you just want to get the excess moisture off. And you want them to, if they're a little bit damp, that's fine. So I just put them in a bowl, and then we're gonna make a little spice mix. We're gonna start with about a teaspoon of smoked paprika, teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of cumin, just want to give it a little whisk, get it all mixed together. Then I will put a teaspoon or 2 of coconut aminos. You could use soy sauce. This is just a little less salty for me. I'm going to start with a teaspoon. And I know we dried them off, but we just didn't want excess moisture. So we want our spices to stick. And the coconut aminos just gives it a little bit more flavor. And then we're just going to sprinkle our little spice mix on here. Make sure they're all coated. Now you can put whatever spices you want on these. If you want to make them a little spicy, you could put a little cayenne pepper in here. You could do it however you would like. Then we're just going to throw them into our air fryer basket. Give them a shake so they get into a single layer. And then we're going to put these on 400 for about 10 minutes. We're going to shake them halfway through. At the end of the video, I will give you directions on how to do these in the oven. So here's what they look like after 10 minutes. Nice and crispy. And then I just love to put some of these crispy soybeans, and this is about a half a cup. So you've got some romaine lettuce, tomatoes, onions, orange bell pepper, corn, cucumber, red bell pepper, and carrots. And then I'm just going to put some of my 3-2-1 dressing on here. And then I'll mix it all up and then go ahead and eat it. And the corn is cooked, by the way. Everything else is raw. All right, so let's go ahead and taste this, and then I'll tell you about a couple more ways I like to use them. So as you can see, it makes quite a lot. And the ways I like to eat these is you can throw these in stir fries, soups, salads. You could throw them in just like this, or you've got the crispy version. These are great for a snack if you want something crunchy and salty, way better than potato chips. Perfect to take to the movies or while you're watching TV. And I love to put these on salads as well. They're almost like little croutons. So you want to make sure that you do get non-GMO soybeans, very important. And if you can get organic as well, that's great, but just make sure they're non-GMO. I highly recommend that you read Dr. Barnard's book, Your Body in Balance, and I will leave a link to that in the description box below. It's very interesting, and especially if you're premenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal, if you're having symptoms, this is something that may help you if you don't want to go on hormone replacement. And soybeans have lots of fiber and iron, and they're just a really good solid food to include in your diet. So don't be afraid of soy. Include it in your diet on a regular basis. Now let's give this salad a try. It just looks so pretty when you just separate all the colors out, but you know, I'm gonna mix it up. So, and you can do whatever combination that you would like. And I just want you to see, I don't know if you can see that, but hear how crunchy they are? So it's great. All right, here we go. Just perfect. Perfect addition to your bowls or your salad. So if you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with soybeans, and that way I know that you've made it this far with me, and I really appreciate it. If you got value out of this video, if you learned something, if you found it helpful, please give me a like, hit that like button, and also share this with your friends. I really appreciate that as well. Remember that all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. And be sure to follow, and be sure to check out the other links, and be sure to, the first thing you're going to, oh my God. So you just add the rinsed soybean, oh my God, what is wrong with me?